Greetings, and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. I said 3 this time. Now then, to cover some things that have happened between last recording and this one. As you will notice, I no longer have Ember effect on me. That's because I've been farming the knights just up at the top of these stairs for a good long while now. So much so that I am now level 28, up from my previous 19. Additionally, I am now reminded that I should probably have... There we go. The X-Tori up so I can move this around when I need it. There you go. Level 28. I have mostly leveled up Endurance, but there is also a few more points of Dexterity, and I believe Strength was still at 11 when last we left off. Now, equipment-wise, you will notice that I no longer have the katana on. That's because while farming them, and I should mention this. Now, I've had the Lothric Knight helmet and the Lothric Knight pants when I began. I, in turn, gained some 6 pants, 3 or 4 extra gauntlets, 3 extra helmets, and never gotten the body armor, which was what I was farming for. Oh, pardon me. Got a little bit of something in my throat. Anyway, I now have 2 Lothric Knight swords and a Lothric Knight shield to boot. So I have literally... wait. And also Lothric Knight long spear. So I have gotten pretty much everything they could possibly drop, including some 12 total embers now. So I've gotten like, what, 4 or 5 from them? Yeah. Everything from them except the thing I needed. Additionally, they did, provide a good number of, if I can get it to work, there we go, Titanite shards, such that I now have a +2 Lothric Knight sword, in addition to... Did I upgrade anything else? I don't think I upgraded anything else. Yeah, once I noticed that the Lothric Knight sword is... Let me show you. What was it? Right. Sorry about that, my brain failed me for a moment. Initially, the Lothric Knight sword didn't look especially amazing. It looked like maybe a variant on the longsword, and it has a 10% extra critical damage. However, when I went to level it up, and I compared the two, the longsword goes to a C in strength scaling and stays at a D in dexterity scaling, and the Lothric Knight sword goes to a C in dexterity scaling and stays at a D in strength scaling. So this is very much a dexterity weapon, but there's something far more important about that. As you can see, it has basically the standard longsword moveset, if you're familiar at all with it from the Dark Souls 1 and 2 games, but it is the Baldur's Slag sword from Dark Souls 2. I mean 1. I don't know if the Baldur's sword was in Dark Souls 2, but it's basically the Baldur's Slag sword from Dark Souls 1. So that makes me very pleased, because not only is it a long sword that will better scale with my stats that I plan to level up, but it also has 10% extra critical and the Baldur's Slag sword moveset. I couldn't be happier with this, even if it wasn't the thing I was initially trying to get. Now you may wonder, why am I here? I have a new area to explore. It's because I wanted to show off for a little bit about how this farming run was going. Now, I've already gotten off to a poor start because I normally just kick the shield out of the way of those guys and then critical them death. But, whatever. Talking and fighting at the same time doesn't seem to be my specialty. Now, I used to just use the longbow to start this guy's fight off, but I found out that the... I usually get him down with backstab. What the fuck? Look at all of it. What is this nonsense? Look at this. That's the first time this has ever happened. 4 drops in 1. Now I also know they have a fucking crossbow. Still no body armor. What is this nonsense? Whatever. Anyway, normally I take care of him with either a parry on his opening running attack, depending on which one he uses. Either the side sweep, which is a pretty good chance for me to parry it, or the thrust, which I usually fail to parry on. Or... whatever you doing there. This is usually how I take care of this guy. Usually, if he opens with the thrusting attack, I will attempt to parry it, because every now and then I'll get that. But even if I fail that parry on the Sword and Shield Knight, it's not a bad thing, because he immediately follows it up with a sweep attack anyway. So then I parry him, because left to right sweeps seem to be my specialty of parrying. And there I wanted to just take a moment to demonstrate. I think if you try to parry from a blocking position with your shield, it seems to interfere with it a little bit. Yep, another Night Sword. I'm getting everything but I wanted from these guys. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to tour. What's really important is that while I was farming, I noticed that there was a path over here that I hadn't explored previously. So we're going to do that. And on this path, there is... Okay, so I can lock onto him, so he's definitely an enemy. I thought maybe he might be an NPC when I was looking at him before. Now I know that that is not the case. Can we sneak up on him and backstab him? Oh, red eyes. That's a bad sign for Demon Souls. Yeah. To the distance so I can recover stamina. And let's just... Yeah, no. Don't know what you were about to do, but I don't want to find out either. Ooh, a refined gem. Nobody else has given me that yet. But it just gave it to me. I didn't have to pick it up off of him. Is he not going to respawn? Ooh, and he was worth 1,200 souls. If I can farm him, that would be awesome. Let's go find out if I can do that. And I might be able to get the chance to show off whether or not I can get my normal, fluent run through farming done. Now, grant... Obviously, since I've lost my Ember effect, I died several times. But I only ever lost souls once. Unfortunately, those souls lost were 5,000 souls. That was pretty bad. There we go. There's the basic knights down. And I'm thinking that my theory might actually be correct, because for, what, the 4th or 5th time just now that I tested it... Ooh, he's back! Excellent! If we can actually get the parry off, I mean the backstab off on him this time, that would be great. Because he's a red eye, we'll top off our health. He probably does hellacious damage when he actually hits. But I think that parrying from an open stance instead of from a blocking stance is actually more effective. Nope. No. Guard break him when we kick him. Well, I think if we're going to farm him, we're going to focus on him, not actually go to that guy on the right. Anyway, I want to kill him at least one more time to see if he just has that one unique drop that he'll give, or if he has some farmable loot that he'll actually drop. Also, his mouth is looking kind of freaky. Full of sharp teeth and such. There we go. And he's down. Okay, and while he does continue to drop those large amount of souls, it appears that the rest, if any of his drops, are probably locked behind a fairly rare drop rate. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to use the rest of this episode on. We're sitting at about 2 Estes. Let's go ahead and take a look up over here. Is there a way to... No. Okay, so, what I wanted to explore, now that I've taken care of that knight, and found out what he's about, is I want to go back to the other area, well, not the other area, the other bonfire, and come at this area from the top, past the first snake guy that we encountered, past the dragon, and drop down onto that ledge that battle axe guy is over the top of the big fat blue knight. Additionally, I also want to see if I can get past the dragon to whatever that door is that he's sitting on top of. Let's hope that this doesn't take forever to load in. Okay, there we go. I had to break the recording there because it was going for a very long load time again. But let's get this moving. Now, if those guys down there will trigger him to breathe fire on their side, I might actually have a chance of probably bridge D knights over there. Oh, and we've done it! And thank God this door is open. We're safe here anyway, but thank God the door is open. Now, what is in here? Excuse me while I just... Shit. Well, nothing's here anyway, so let's just take this ladder up, because I have a feeling that this door over here is just a one-way shortcut that will allow me to get in here without having to brave the fiery gauntlet. Yep. Also, apparently that knight over there isn't actually patrolling, and he's just triggered by moving him up the steps. Having said that, let's maybe not fall down the steps again, eh? Alright, what do we have over here? If this is... Oh, there we go. I was about to say, if this is like Dark Souls 1, that chain pattern right there is an indication of a mimic. But I found an even better way to check it, thanks to extra credits playthrough by Dan. I never noticed this on my playthrough. Mimic chests breathe. Having said that, mimic down. Deep battle axe. Ooh, Clinton was saying that that was really good, but it's probably too much strength for me to go. Yeah. Now, granted, if I go to try and wield the, what is it, Lothric Long Spear? Lothric Knight Long Spear. I'm going to need 14 strength for that anyway. Plus, the Lothric Knight Shield is a 100% physical block shield with 87% lightning block and 54 stability, but it takes 18 strength. I don't know if I'm entirely comfortable with that, and at this point, I don't really know much about shields. For all I know, that's a really specialized kind of shield, and I might find something with a lower strength requirement that I can wield, that has some 100% physical block. Anyway, let's take a look at this. 103 physical and dark damage, 12 strength, and it is just a battle axe. Let out a spirited war cry that temporarily boosts attack. Anyway, that's besides the point. That's a good enough ambiguity message that I'm willing to let it be rated. Anybody who's just being gung-ho about it will probably fall prey to that. And open the mimic and get while he's roaring, he won't breathe fire. Wait for him to roar and then make a break for it. great. And now all of you die. Also great. I want something. I want that something. Do a thing. Do a thing. Come on. There you go. Alright, so that was successful up to a certain point. We got a whole bunch of food. Now we can take care of another night. This knight seems a little bit less aggressive than the ones we were fighting before. Normally they'll follow up that thrust attack, that sweep attack, much faster. Of course, this one is probably meant to be encountered a little bit sooner than normal. Alright, so all we have to do now is get past these thieves, kill the guy before he transforms. Then we can explore that top ledge where that Battle Axe guy died. Hey, free Estes. No. Do not have time to deal with your bullshit. And over here we have, yes. Oh, is there a lower ledge that I can drop onto this from? Doesn't look like it. Anyway, let's see if we can't get that Battle Axe guy to get up. Ooh, is he wearing a great axe? Is that why they're so dangerous? I had never thought to check that. Anyway, let's top that off. Okay, then. Right. That didn't go so well. Let's try that again. Well, I just barely survived that. Dogs! Anyway, we're here. We're alive. This probably wasn't how we were meant to get here. Let's tread carefully. This just looks like an area full of traps. There's a guy off to our left. He disappeared. That's a halberd and a battle axe. And a firebomb thrower. And we're out of Estes. And we're still in the range of the firebomb thrower. Fuck is he? He's up in it. We're gonna go get him. Damn it! Wow. I'm pretty sure I'm at time. Let me stop and check just to be sure. Yes, I am in fact over time. So, that's all for this episode, folks. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time, where we return to get our souls back and hopefully kill them all this time. Incidentally, it seems like it would probably be a good idea for me to aim to walk off the ledge and land on the railing, because I just barely survived with a sliver of health that last fall. Anyway, I'll see you then for that. Bye-bye.